What's going on, everybody? I'm Buffalo Bills fans. We're going ahead and jump into your team today, Bills Mafia. Where you at? This is a team last year that finished 7-9. They sat Tyrod Taylor in Week 17 to avoid a financial trigger. If I'm Tyrod Taylor, I would have left, but he is back for another season, and it's probably because of the money. But this is a team that's not very good. They drafted Tre'Davious White out of LSU to be their cornerback. They have been stockpiling some middle round draft picks lately. They traded Sammy Watkins to the Rams for E.J. Gaines and a third round pick, I believe. They traded Ronald Darby for Jordan Matthews and another pick, I believe. And they just traded Reggie Ragland today to, I think it was the Niners. I'm not 100% sure. But they traded him for a fourth round pick. So they're stockpiling picks. They finally realized that they're rebuilding. That's good. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, they still have LaShawn McCoy, who is 29, who's getting up there in age, but he doesn't look like he's slowing down. The only thing that might go is his speed and acceleration, because he is a smart back. He makes great jump cuts. Their offensive line is exceptional. One of the better offensive lines in the league, with Cordy Glenn at left tackle and Richie Incognito at guard. Eric Wood, who's turned out to be one of the better centers in the league. Not top of the line, but one of the better ones. And, I mean, they just don't really have very many weapons on the offensive side of the ball for Tyrod Taylor. Now, as we get into their defense here, they lost Stephon Gilmore to the Patriots. They lost Nickel Roby-Coleman. They traded Reggie Ragland. They lost Mike Gillislee this past season to the Patriots as well. I mean, this team has a lot of holes on their defense now, too. Their defensive line, I believe, is better prepared to run their 4-3 now with Marcel Darius, Kyle Williams, Jerry Hughes, and Shaq Lawson. Their linebackers don't look like they match the scheme, and their defensive backfield, shaky. They have a rookie cornerback starting in E.J. Gaines. And they brought in Micah Hyde to probably play safety or slot corner. Obviously, we'll see. He has played slot and safety with the Packers in the past, so we'll see what happens with the Bills. Now, they have a new head coach this year with Sean McDermott, who was most recently, I believe, with the Panthers as a defensive coordinator and the Eagles as a defensive coordinator as well. So we'll see what happens. This team is it's probably going to finish third in their division. I don't see them being a wild card team, so we will see. They have to play Tom Brady twice. Always tough. But, I mean, last year they should have been an 8-8 team, maybe looking at a wild card berth, but they didn't. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look at their schedule. Go ahead and see what's going to happen with them, who they play, and where they might finish. So they start the season off versus the Jets. That's a W. I think the Jets are the worst team in football. At Carolina, that's an L. Versus Denver, that's an L. I think Denver on defense is able to match up with them. At Atlanta, that's an L. At Cincinnati, that's a toss-up. Cincinnati looks a lot better than they did last year. Obviously, I expected more from Cincinnati last year, like a bunch of other people, but they just didn't show. Bye week. Tampa Bay, I think that's a L. Tampa Bay is much improved. Oakland, that's an L. At New York Jets, that's a W. So I see maybe 3 W's here. Versus New Orleans. Drew Brees, still the same guy. That's an L. Chargers, that's an L. Chiefs, that's an L. New England, that's an L. Indianapolis. Depends what's going on with Andrew Luck. I'm going to give that game to Buffalo right now. Versus Miami, that's a W. At New England, that's an L. At Miami, that's an L. So this team looks like they'll win 5 to 6 games. Maybe their best would be 7-9. Their worst could be 4-12. Obviously, we'll see. Like I said, this team is in rebuild mode. They need to start building, getting more picks. Starting this next offseason coming up, obviously, if you can find a way to trade more pieces for more draft picks, I would. But obviously, not every team is open to trading. Draft picks are such a hot commodity and worth so much value that it's almost hard to get what you desire in a draft pick. But yeah, like I said, this team should win anywhere between 4 and 7 games, nothing higher. Bills Mafia, I am very sorry. Your team is in rebuild mode. They are stockpiling picks, so we will see in the next couple of years. As long as they continue to make smart picks, as long as they don't have any busts, they should be okay and on the right track. I do feel like in the next 3 years, when Tom Brady eventually does retire, I don't think he's going to play till he's 45, 50, whatever he wanted to play to. I do feel like there will be a seat somewhere in the AFC East when Tom Brady leaves. Now that'll just about do it here for the Buffalo Bills. This is the third and final video of the day. We'll do the Dolphins, Patriots, and we'll jump into the AFC South tomorrow, which I think we'll start off with the Colts, who might be the least talented team in that division. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts, Bills fans and casual NFL fans. Just let me know. I'm always open to discussion. Make sure to check out the other videos. And your favorite team is coming. We have this whole week. That's it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Thanks, guys.